Hey friends, so I'm here today at Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. We've come out to the home of the king of rock and roll. So Elvis Presley lived at this house after, I guess, moving from Mississippi, where he was originally born, and he came and settled in Memphis. And this is essentially Memphis where rock and roll began, where he was discovered, where he started to become what we know today, the life force that we know. We're going to go inside, we're going to have a look around and see what memorabilia is still in there, how intact everything has been, and obviously it's a tourist attraction, so they've spruced things up a bit. We've got the main house to tour. We've got the just over our shoulder here, we've got the cemetery, so we will take you in there in just a second. We've just seen that. I'm doing the outro after the fact. We've got to head back down the drive in just a second, park over the road, and then we'll be shuttled back across. So here we are, the home of rock and roll. We're going to put on our blue suede shoes, we're going to get rocking, we're going to get rolling, and we're going to find out if there really ain't nothing like a hound dog. So if you guys do enjoy the video throughout, give us a thumbs up, do appreciate it, it really does help us out a lot. And it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. We're here, let's rock and roll. So you actually start out across the other side from Graceland. So what happens is we've gone up and seen his grave, and then they close that off for a little bit. They come back and you start out over here in the parking. The parking is $10 for a standard car and $15 for an oversized vehicle. And we're up here, Elvis Presley's Graceland. This is like the big visitors complex, and then we'll get up to the house shortly. There's a pretty big group of tourists there. Well, we're tourists as well, to be fair. So you've got the mini maze sweets featuring ice cream, shakes, candy and more. You've got the ticket in and main visitor centre. We've got a gift shop here to the right hand side. So you've got a lot of stuff here. We have already pre-booked our tickets. We're going to go inside, try and show you the ticketing options and see what they got. They got Vernon's Steakhouse as well. This is very interesting, actually. This is all very interesting. So this is the ticketing options. So first up, we are in the pre-show. We've got pre-show A, which isn't really much difference, to be honest, between pre-show A and B. They're both the same, just different rooms. And then we get onto the tour. I'm not going to be able to record any of this pre-show for you though, but just showing you the process. So we've got a video wall here that we're taking pictures in front of rather than a green screen. We just had our bags checked, and now we're going to be heading on the bus. I think this is taking us over to the mansion. We've been given an iPad for our tour, as well as a pair of headphones, so we've got quite a few questions apparently to go through and answer before we can get to the main tour element of the iPad. But it's good that they've got this. Really pulling out all the stops, I think, actually. So futurely here, I don't believe there's a lot of recording that's allowed here. So the clips coming up, there will be a lot of, let's say, footage that are in, 10, 15, 20-second clips, but there won't be any commentary of sorts on those. I'll put down in the bottom corner what each room is that we get to as we go through the tour, but we're not allowed to be really recording too much in there. So breaking rules as it is doing any footage, so I don't want to be commentating on the footage as well.
But you still have to be escorted around to like to take the wheelchair. And if you guys want to come back in, you can come back in. Okay.
I see so much, and I'm like, "That's my grandmother have that." Now I have all my grandmother's cast iron, so. Yes. It's like taking a trip back in time in art, it really is.
Years of Memphis. Are you going to keep Graceland? Do you have plans of moving away from Memphis? No, sir, I have no plans for leaving Memphis. Are you going to keep Graceland? I am going to.
Was all red and gold, including red shack carpet. Now, when Priscilla opened up her stores in 1982, she did pay for them full much. It wasn't a lot.
So once we've finished the tour of the house, we come back up here and they'll drop us at the entrance here to Presley Motors. Then we'll make our way through these buildings. You can dart in and out of them, or you can go mostly through the inside of them. We'll see a whole bunch of artifacts and things like that. So we're now here in Presley Motors, and we've got a number of his cars, his vehicles, things like that. So this is the Cadillac Eldorado. This is from 1956. It's a prime example of individuality that established Elvis as a cultural icon. Bought in 1956, this car was originally white and he had it painted purple and customized the interior to his taste. He traded it in 1957 and a fan later bought it. The condition of the car is now a result of a $30,000 restoration project. Here we've got the EP Special Solar Midget Race Car. The Solar Aircraft Company began production of their midget race car immediately following the end of World War II, designed by Elmer Ross and Curly Wetteroth. The midget racers were debuted as part of the Solar Company's 1994 craftsmanship contest.
And his dad said, "You've got to get rid of that, otherwise he's going to kill himself in it," because he wrecked it at least 3 times.
Oh, is that what it said? Goodness me. So you got the 1971 Stutz Black Hawk. Legend has it that this Stutz Black Hawk was originally ordered for Frank Sinatra, but charmed away from the car dealer by Elvis. This car was presented to Elvis at the Las Vegas International Hotel in 1970 and was the first ever Stutz Black Hawk to be delivered in the United States. The car, although now fully restored, was totaled by a hired driver on July 1st, 1971. So next up we got the Rupp Centaur trike. The Centaur was a trike produced in 1974 and 75 by Rupp Industries and was the only true street legal machine Rupp made. Elvis could be seen cruising down Elvis Presley Boulevard and Union Avenue here in Memphis driving the Centaur on a regular basis. The Centaur came in 4 colours: red, blue, white and yellow. It is advertised as a half-cycle, half-economy car and featured a 340cc Kohler 2-cycle oil-injected engine that got 30 miles per gallon. And then we've got the 1975 Super Trike. This Super Trike was custom made for Elvis by Ron Elliott at Supercycle, in Memphis. It has a 1600cc, 65 horsepower VW engine and a fiberglass body. Elvis once received a ticket for riding the Super Trike without a helmet, thinking it was okay since the vehicle was registered as a car. He loved driving freewheelers because he could take someone riding with him on the back seat. And as we pan around, we've got more of his extensive car collection. So we've got them through the eras. We've got 1955 Cadillac Fleetwood, 1975 Ferrari Dino, a 1956 Continental Mark II, Lincoln Continental Mark II. So this here is the Cadillac belonging to Sam Phillips, owner of Sun Records, where Elvis was originally signed back in the day. So you would have had the likes of Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Roy Orbison. All of these artists would have rode in this car at some point or another. And towards the end we've got like footage playing from Elvis's films and whatnot that show him driving vehicles. archival collection. So you've got documents dating back to like the 50s, 30s, 50s. You've got textile pieces dating back to the 50s as well. And then we're coming up to the Elvis in the Army exhibit. This is all his karate uniforms. Karate belt, personal karate kis. So here we're talking about Graceland through the years, when it opened and what's happened here over time and how it's had such a cultural influence on the world, really. The next exhibit we've got is Elvis's influence on popular culture and the icons, and how he influenced these people to become musicians, actors, and things like that, as well as their style. You can see some of the outfits here. So we're talking about Sun Studios now. Where he recorded some of his first music. This is going through his career as a musician now. So we're going through this little corridor that's got like loads of images and designs and whatnot, concept art for some of his outfits. We did just have the neon Elvis sign a second ago, which I'll put a picture in of that now so you can see that. We also had his really iconic leather outfit from the, I think it's 1968 NBC special. I'll put a picture of that one as well now. So here we've got the iconic white jumpsuit outfits. Really, these are the ones. All of his iconic jumpsuits in this room. Not all of them, I'm sure there's still some out there, but yeah, incredible outfits that he had. We've got the record collections here, the gold, the platinum, silvers, all of this stuff. So this part we can walk through some of the sets from the film, as well as the see some of the costumes and whatnot. So we've got a section here which is like going through the movie sets from the film Elvis. We were in Sun Records just a second ago, but we've been to Sun Records already. You can go to Sun Records still to this day, and it's like pretty accurate. And and they do even have costumes and the like here as well. So you can see the costumes that have been worn by the actors, Austin Butler, Tom Hanks, people like that in the film. You've also got food places to eat here. So we've got Gladys's Diner, named after his mother, and you've got Vernon's Steakhouse as well. So we're going to go in Gladys's Diner, see if we can get some food and drink. So in Gladys's Diner, well, you've got this Cadillac chair, which is quite cool. You've got the food over there. Got ourselves a pizza, a Rocky Road milkshake, and I've gone for Gladys's famous peanut butter and banana sandwich grilled in bacon grease. That was the part I was unsure about. Got fries with it as well. Pizza looks it's fairly reasonable priced. I think it was like $8 for what was called a jumbo slice, but it's just a personal pizza basically. So we're gonna take a right as we come out of the main ticket office again in the Gladys's Diner. We're gonna go to the airplane tour now. Quite a complex, this. Quite the complex. Elvis's Airplanes, plural with an S. The man had more than one plane. I didn't realise that. I thought there was only one plane here on the site, and lots of cars. There are lots of cars, lots of motorbikes, and a couple of planes apparently. So here we've got two of Elvis Presley's personal jets. Got the Lisa Marie here. They're in fairly good condition. Being decommissioned, obviously. No longer in active use. And you've got another smaller one there as well. So we're going to go into the smaller private jet firstly. We've got the cockpit and the controls in there. And then as we turn around, we've got the actual cabin. Green and yellow. Blue shag pile. Interesting combination. So then we're good. So we got the cockpit, the bathroom.
Luxurious lounge area. This is where everyone gathered to watch movies, play games, or just to talk and laugh. All the one trip included a flight to Colorado, but Elvis realized his daughter Lisa Marie had never seen snow. So off they went. Lisa played in the Colorado snow. The bar to the
This is the sitting room. Unfortunately, there's no TV in here, but all of these belt buckles we're told are 24 karat gold plated, which is crazy.
furnishings have been added to protect the artifacts and preserve them for years to come and for future visitors. We hope you've enjoyed your
This is the bedroom.
Thanks for coming. Now please watch your step as you exit the
You've even got a
aircraft.
seatbelt on the bed because that's required by FAA regulations. And you've got the half bath here, decorated in blue and gold, which is a interesting choice. So we're going to just pop in Minnie Mae's Sweets, featuring ice cream, shakes, candy, and more. That's going to be our final hurrah as we head out. So this is the inside of Minnie Mae's Sweets. You can get ice creams, you can get beverages, milkshakes, things like that. You've got all your topping flavours. And that's the menu that you've got. And then down the other end, we've got loads of like jelly beans, bags of sweets, candy floss, all those kind of things as well. It's quite dead in here. So that is the end of our day here at Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll in Memphis, Tennessee. And what a cool day it has been. I've really enjoyed just checking it out. It was a little bit of an interesting one for me because I actually really anticipated the house being a lot bigger than it was. The guy is, you know, he's flaunts his money a little bit, but not in terms of the actual house that he's got. It's more about the belongings that he had in terms of cars, planes, outfits galore. That was an interesting one. But it has been a lot of fun. Now, it's a little bit of an expensive day out, but you can kind of see why. It's not just a 10-15 minute tour of the house. You've got all of this other stuff around you as well, and we really did enjoy seeing everything that Graceland had to offer. The planes for me were actually a personal enjoyment touch there. I really did like that, and we just had a really great day. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed following along as well, and you've enjoyed seeing the home of Elvis Presley and all of the exhibits that are on offer here at Graceland. If you have enjoyed the video throughout, give us a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot. It'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.